there are days whereby I don't even know what took me to the viewing center. Honestly, I don't know what took me to the viewing center last night. To be frank, I don't really know what took me to the viewing center to watch Brighton versus Chelsea. Like, I would have just stayed at home, after work, relax, chill, relax, watch the movie, stayed at home and probably check the score line from time to time, to see what is happening. It was an eyesore. I looked at the Brighton side and I'm looking at Minte, Yakoba Minte. He is 20, that's football age, right? Probably he is 20. I looked at Mitoma, they are wingers. And I look at the Chelsea wingers. We have Madueke, that of course we know he doesn't do anything, or he got injured and was subbed off. And there is a Sancho. That Sancho has dropped. For those saying, for Man United fans that are saying I called him Man United, no. You're as good as your last game. If Sancho has a bad game, just like he did today, and he has had in a couple of games, I would call him out. There is no one that is excluded from being called out. Once you play nonsense, we call. Even if you scored 100 goals before, if you don't play well, you are called out. That's it. So for those saying I said I didn't say Man United Chelsea took Man United's best player. Now, for each time he does well, I say thank you, Man United. Do you understand? 6 assists. I don't know how many of your players, how many Man United players has 6 assists this season. He has 6 assists to his name. 5-6 assists. None of United's wingers can boast of that. So please give me a break. Now back to the game. I really don't know what took me to the viewing center. There was no need going there, honestly. There was no need spoiling my mood with that shambolic display. This is the first time since 2021 Chelsea is playing 96 minutes of a football game without recording or registering a shot on target. There was no shot on. The only shot on target we had was an offside. Yes, a foul, because Enzo pushed someone and nodded in the ball. It was ruled out as a push, so it was a foul. So this is the first time since 2021 that Chelsea would go on a 96 minutes game without recording a shot on target. This is the first time under Enzo Maresca that Chelsea is going on a 2-goal deficit before halftime without scoring any, at least maybe 2-1 or thereabout. This is first time it's happening. This is also Brighton's first win in 6. Brighton lost in their last 5 games. They've drawn 3 and they've lost 2. They lost 7-0 against Nottingham Forest. Yes, and now they used the Chelsea side to do rebound. Back-to-back wins: FA Cup win 2-1, and this one 3-0. So Chelsea conceded 5 goals and scored just 1 in the space of 7 days against one team. That's bad. That is terrible, because when you look at the kind of, okay, fine, Chelsea has done business with Brighton, and it's at some points, their fans felt it was a rivalry. Last season under Pochettino, Chelsea faced them in the preseason games. Chelsea defeated them in preseason. Chelsea faced them 3 times in the league, twice in the league, and also whether Carabao Cup or FA Cup, and Chelsea defeated them in 3. It was 3-3 under Pochettino. And now a new manager came in that replaced De Zerbi. A new manager came in that replaced Pochettino for Chelsea, and Chelsea has just 1 win. The one Palmer won 4-1, scored 4 goals. That was in the first leg at Stamford Bridge, and we faced them 2 times again, and it's 2-3. They got the pass mark, we got the failed mark, because you don't say 1/3 is a pass mark now. 2/3 is a pass mark, and they played beautiful football. If probably Chelsea had won today's game, I would be angry because we didn't play anything. Chelsea did not play. There was no bite. There was no spine. For the goals we conceded. Come on, Chaloba, Jehovah's son. Someone controlled the ball on air, and you were close to this person. You couldn't even. Nobody's saying you should give him a bad tackle for you to concede the penalty. No. The ball came, doesn't mean you couldn't, the instincts didn't tell you can actually push this ball out. What happened? We conceded. Chelsea 6-yard box. Chelsea could not defend in the 6-yard box, could not balloon the ball out. Minte scored 2 goals first half. Second half, Minte scored. Minte has just 3 EPL goals this season. He scored 1 against United or thereabout. Now he has 5. Minte has 5 EPL goals, all thanks to Chelsea. He's just 4 goals behind Jackson. Which brings me to Jackson. Person saying without please, I don't want to hear that name Jackson, because come on, 23 games played, okay, let's just say 22 EPL games played, let me just say 22 EPL games played, and he could just record 9 goals, only 9 goals. Wood has more than 10, Isak has more than 10, and we have in our team, Chelsea has in their team, Palmer has made created the most chances in the league, 32 plus. And those chances fell in the legs in front of a Jackson or a Madueke. But what did they do with it? And you're coming to tell me that Jackson, because there was no Jackson, what kind of, even when Jackson is there, he does not pose a threat, because the chances that they create for Jackson, he doesn't score. So why are you calling Jackson? It's not as though Jackson has over 19 goals this season. It's okay, wow, his goals would have been effective here. Jackson is no Saka. Jackson is no Kai Havertz, though I would prefer Jackson over Kai Havertz, but then Kai Havertz somehow would maybe either a chip in or something. Jackson is none of those players. They say Jackson is a workaholic. How do you say you're a workaholic when all the labor you labor in vain? Because I don't understand how you be doing stuff ahead without an end product. It's terrible. You don't do stuff ahead without an end product. It doesn't speak well. It's insignificant. Look at the stats today. It's on the screen here. It's on the screen. Chelsea had more ball possession. What are you using ball possession to do without scoring goals? We had more ball possession, more touches of the ball, more touches in the opposition's own half, as in inside the opposition's own 18. We had over 24, they had 22. Out of the 22 they scored 3. 24 we never had any shot on target. To tell you that our end product is whack. We don't even have end product. From the defense line to the midfield, Enzo Fernandez, I don't understand. I don't get. The wingers, Neto was as though he chopped breakfast, because Neto played as though he was uninterested, like he didn't play as you know. I don't think Neto had any 1v1, a successful 1v1 in the minutes he played. Sancho came in, and is it a crime to play football games on Valentine's Day? I don't understand. Are you guys the only ones doing Valentine? Does it mean Brighton they don't do Valentine? They wanted it more and they got the win. It's going to be a long one for Chelsea. They faced Aston Villa. Which of these games will Chelsea be winning? And you come to the directors. Look at the team. No. Jackson was not bought. When they bought Jackson last season from Villarreal, I don't think they bought Jackson with the intention that Jackson would be Chelsea's focal striker. I don't think that was the plan. I never thought that would have been the plan. So what's the problem? And look at Enzo Maresca. I'm not surprised. Why? He said something about probably would try to win. You shouldn't be using the words probably. I know he's Italian, but there are certain words you ask what does probably mean. It's not that probability, because come on, whether you win, after all, he said that Chelsea, nobody told him that Chelsea has to finish in top 4. No one told him that they have to play Champions League football in 1 year. Is in 2 years, and you don't think that is that kind of thought, that as in word of mouth, would you feel it's not going to affect these players? Fine, we're not. As of beginning of December, Chelsea was second on the log table with just 2 points behind Liverpool. Fast forward to 2 months afterwards, Chelsea are on 4th place for now, because by tomorrow, is either 2 things are going to happen. Is either Newcastle is winning against Man City, or Man City is going to win against Newcastle. Either way, that position Chelsea is on they would have to drop to 6th place, if not 7th, because the doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's we say we don't want. We're not winning the league. We just want to win our next game. Now the next game, you're not even winning the next game. People say it's because of what? No, it's just like World Cup. You can't win the league with the Sanchez. You can't win the league with Kobe. No, those guys are not. It will be an injustice to players or to clubs that have a better defense line if Chelsea wins the league with these kind of players. Leicester, people will say Leicester had one of the best defensive sides when they won the league under Ranieri. They had a lot of good players. Up front, they had massive good players. In midfield, they had good players. The likes of Kante, the likes of Mahrez, the likes of Brighton, the likes of Drinkwater, the likes of Vardy. Like, they had good players that were very, very direct. They knew what they wanted. They were winning games, and their manager kept encouraging them one game at a time. And before you know it, they became champions. But our manager, what is he doing? One game at a time. One game, win the next game. But look at. The manager would do a pre-match presser and say no one told him. So you mean if somebody keeps getting A's in class, you tell them nobody asked you to get A's. Maintain this level. No, now. People talk about ahead. This manager feels okay being in one place, and that's to tell you that he is a championship manager. He's not the kind of manager that is going to take this Chelsea side anymore. And when your manager is saying things like this, what do you expect the players? The players would not. After all, our manager said we are not going for Champions League. This is a side that got to second place. So our manager said we're not going for Champions. So why are we bothering ourselves? That is a very bad mentality. It's a very, very bad mentality. Last night's game was terrible. Like, there was no bite, there was no vibe, there was no hunger. I looked at Minte, the way Minte he was so aggressive. His goals, he worked for them. He was so aggressive, And I looked at Sancho. I looked at what was his name, Pedro Neto. I looked at Magic when they played. There was even goes to nothing. They just it's terrible. Is it Kobe? It's terrible. I don't know where Chelsea will be going from here, because as it stands now, they are still going back to start the game, because other clubs are not playing. 40 more finals for other clubs. Chelsea has lost one final now. They have 13 more finals. Are they going to win their remaining 13 games? I don't think so. Kindly tell me if Chelsea. State your opinions in the comment section. Can you tell me which of the games in all 13 games left for Chelsea, or in the next 3 games that I posted on the screen? Kindly let me know the game Chelsea will be winning at the end of this season, because it's going to be a long season for us. It's going to be a long season for Chelsea. It's a pity. Kudos Brighton. It's a good one for you. You finally returned to winning ways. You are back to winning ways, and it's a good one. Yes, because you fought. You were the better side. You deservedly won this. You wanted it more, and you got it. All 3 points, 3 goals, 3 points, 3 as in clean sheet. It's a good one. What a way to come back after a 7-0 defeat. It's a good one for you. So kudos to Brighton. Kudos to their manager. Kudos to Mitoma, Minte, Baleba, Tariq Lamptey. They all did well. Their what's it called? Their goalkeeper. Everybody played beautiful football, and it's a good one for them. Kudos. Chelsea. Come on, the season go long. This season go long. 43 points. Well, one thing I know, Chelsea will not relegate. So even if they finish 15th at the end of the day, no wahala. They won't relegate. Thank you very much. You can't. Well, I don't know how they will respond at the end of the day. It's not looking good for Chelsea at all. It's not looking good. All the best. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. At least I know you can help me do that. Subscribe is on the screen, written here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and all the rest. Enjoy the rest of your day.